We are live. Hi. Hi, everybody. Hello. Welcome. Welcome to Glamma's Closet. Sorry I sound like 10 kinds of hell, but I've been sick and my voice hasn't come back yet. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna make the videos anyway, just for all of us. So how's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing great. With me, as always, is Aunt Boo Lenciaga. You're so fancy. I love it.
I know I got a little kimono
You got the
action.
kimono. Your hair is fierce.
It's
Makeup on.
flat, which is weird because it's really humid outside.
Mine is black too. I mean, did you say black or
Nope, I did not. It's
okay?
flat. Can you hear me okay?
No, not really.
Okay.
It's because I talk too loud.
Oh,
That's because I'm talking too loud right now.
it's flat, as mom
Flat.
would say.
Oh,
Yeah,
like a flatlender. Raquel, hello. It's good to see
I
you.
know. I'm checking on the chat.
Janet Bryn, hi guys. Mwah. Hello, my
Oh,
love.
those are favorites. I mean,
It's
they're all my favorites.
They
You're all my.
were they had a really great haul today, guys. You should check it out. They got the haul from it's like a thread up fun box they got from Arizona, which usually kind of sucks, but it actually turned out really, really cool. So we're really happy about that. We're really, really happy for them.
Yay!
So it's really human outside is all I heard. It is. It's so human.
It's so human. I'm only human.
It's the human experience,
It's the
especially when
human
you walk
league.
outside. Yeah, if you leave the house, it's the human experience.
Yeah,
If you stay in, it's just clams and bamboo
yeah.
and the occasional happy hour hollers. So great to see you both. You were missed. Are you talking about the happy hour haulers or us? Maybe both of us. Yeah, honestly, it's been a journey back, honey. This voice of mine, this is not my real voice. This is the voice I play on TV. So yeah, rode hard and put up wet voice. That's what I call it.
It's Phoebe's from Friends cold voice that she would sing, her sexy sick voice that she would sing Smelly Cat. Smelly Cat.
Dominican, hello.
Say my babies.
So I think we're gonna give it about another minute. Hey, Crafty Bonnie Boo, how you doing, baby? Mwah, it's good to see you. Hi. We're going to give it about another minute for people to come in, and then we're going to start the fashion show. Timeless Jewelry was by Deborah. Hello. I think I got this bracelet. Let me pop it off real quick. I think I got this bracelet by Deborah.
Ooh.
I know it's like turquoise, and I forget what the other thing is that runs through the turquoise, but then it's like Mexican silver. And I've started increasing my silver collection. So
Ooh.
yeah, Aunt Boo is going to strut her stuff. I thought you said Aunt Boo is going to get her stuff right. That's hilarious. I was like, yeah, I guess when I die, but I wasn't planning on that today.
Someday it will all be mine.
It will all be yours.
No.
Release Kraken. Hey, Scarlett. Hey, Toilet Girl. All the way across the pond. Kraken, it was good to see you on Johnny's channel this morning. I enjoyed that.
Whirl squirrel.
Ah, there's Kristen. Hey, Kristen. How you doing, baby girl? Gosh, she wins more. I'm telling you, don't ever go into a thrifting challenge with her. She's going to win. She's got the eye of an eagle and the heart of a lion. No, she really does. She's legit like just extra gifted. Dodo, yay, you made it. Yay.
Yay.
I'm excited. Hey, Dodo.
She's making it in time for the fashion show.
That's my Dodie. Okay, it's 6:05 p.m., guys, and we are going to just jump right into some fashion show.
Do it.
Oh, Ciro, hold on. Hey, Ciro, how you doing, baby? Mwah.
I'm going to stop looking at the chat now.
Okay, yeah, me too.
Okay.
Okay, excuse me. Pardon.
I think it's sexy. And that's an unbiased opinion from your sister. That the sick voice is sexy.
That the sick voice is sexy.
Yeah. Oh, sing fever. You know that you give me fever.
When you kiss me, fever when you hold me tight. Yeah, it's not working out so well. Yeah.
Sexy. That is sexy.
They're like, oh, that's so sexy. It sounds a little, yeah. Okay, we're gonna jump right in.
Someone said the rasp. No, the cough. The cough is really sexy.
The hacking, yeah, hacking and the rasping.
Yeah.
It all combines to make me
Yeah.
extra tubercular. Okay, so we're gonna hop right into the fashion show and let's go ahead and start with Armani Privé. Now, Armani Privé, if you don't know, is Armani's. You would think that Armani is a couture line. It's not. Armani actually has a couture line that is specific to Armani, and that is Armani Privé. And this is Elle Fanning, and she is delivering a look, honey. Here's the thing that I love about this dress. This dress I do love because, and I'm sorry we can't get it bigger, but this dress is completely exquisite tailoring. Like every single little dart has a purpose. Every single little line of that dress is done to perfection. There is no wasted anything. I love the pose, by the way. She's so old Hollywood. She's like, hey, bring it.
It is hip bone to the max.
Yeah, she's like, let me put my hip bone right up in the elbow.
Gonna go to town with that hip bone. I didn't mean that. See, this is why I can't live. I don't know what I'm saying. Just the hip bone has a mind of its own. Here's what I want to say before we go any farther, though. We're not body shaming anyone. This isn't about the people themselves. We're just going to talk about the fashion. So don't get worried that we're like trying to rip on people. This is only fashion roasting or cheers or jeers.
Cheers or jeers, pretty much. We'll call it fashion and giggles.
Fashion and giggles. That's right.
The next one, okay. The next one is Alberta Ferretti, Eva Longoria. And to me, this dress is, Eva Longoria is a teeny tiny little petite lady.
Yes, she's beautiful.
This dress makes her look like she's drowning in black seaweed. Like, you know, when seaweed gets dried out in the sun and it turns all black and nasty?
Oh my goodness.
She looks beautiful. That dress, I just, it's a personal thing for me. I hate that dress so much.
It does look like seaweed, especially in behind the leg. That draping behind the leg is very seaweedy.
Yeah, Alberta Ferretti does they do like really, relaxed sort of, looks, but that is not, I just do not like this dress at all. Now, this is where we get into some controversy, as they would say.
Controversy.
Here we go. Okay. Here's what I want to say.
Say it.
Okay, this is Balmain. It's Adriana Lima. She has an obvious pregnancy belly. She's definitely putting the belly way out there. So her baby's wriggling around on the canned carpet somewhere. Now, I love the idea of an exposed pregnancy belly. I do. You are fecund and fertile. I am, a supporter of all things, feminine. And I think that in general, she looks beautiful. She's glowing. Here's what I don't like. I don't like the way that they cut it so low that it actually looks more like a beer belly than a pregnancy belly.
Yes, I was just going to say that. Yeah.
So it's like the belly's hanging over the dress rather than like the dress sort of cuddling. Second of all, it's not close enough really to see those shoulder pads. But those shoulder pads are wicked high. They're like super duper high. So she looks like evil maternity lady.
She looks like
she's like a maternity
Adams. It's very Morticia Adamsy with the hair and everything too, except with the beer gut. Yeah, it looks less pregnancy and more Uncle Johnny Bob.
It's just the thing that I love is that I do love, again, that she's out there, that she's exposed, that she's like, I'm proud, I'm pregnant, I'm reproducing, I'm doing what women have done since the dawn of peoplehood. But the picture that they took, and yeah, the weird way that they've got her belly sticking out, like I just feel like they cut it in a very strange, the diamond at the top and the loop at the bottom just does not work for me. And she looks uncomfortable as hell. I'm sorry, but most pregnant women are looking at that going, oh, thank God that's not me. In like this 90-degree south of France summer beginning weather in a black dress with enormous shoulder pads. I know you can't really see it with the people in the background, but they're just enormous. They make her look like a vampire.
Yeah.
So we love you, Adriana Lima, though. Okay, this is Balenciaga. You remember Balenciaga, guys, when they made like really fantastic, probably some of the best handbags on earth, and now they're doing green screens apparently.
I don't.
Um,
I don't get
yeah.
this.
This is Isabella Huppert, and she's like really super high fashion. She's got a great eye normally.
Mhm.
This head to toe coverage with the green gloves and the green boot covers, yes, they're tights, but they cover the boots. And they actually, it's not boots, they're like, she's wearing like pointy toed heels, and then she's got them covered so you can actually, on the side view, you can actually see the back of the heel sticking out because the shoes are too big. But it's Robin Hood, the boy wonder Robin. Yeah, it's not necessarily the color. It's the cut and the fact that they've got her covered all the way over, and they've got her. I don't like the material. I do not like that whole. We've seen this. Quit doing it to death. It's no longer like, new fashion. It's no longer out la mode. It's like yesterday's news.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, and her leg looks weird. I mean, she's got a beautiful figure and she's clearly in shape, but in this green tight, her leg looks like the Jolly Green Giant.
Or like the statue of Larry, she looks like a statue from the waist down. It's
Yeah.
just weird. And here's the thing, guys, too, that what I keep saying over and over again is that we have beautiful women who are teeny tiny, or even like beautiful big women who are just absolutely gorgeous and shapely. We see women with beautiful faces, beautiful shapes, all sorts of shapes and sizes. What they're not doing, what I'm seeing is that they're spending up a lot of money for couture looks. Some designers are even creating these looks for them, and they are failing at their jobs.
Yeah.
Your job is, you have one job. It's to take clothes, make clothes, and make them look good on your client. If you fail at that one job, you have absolutely lost the game. You're already you're already behind, 10 steps behind.
Isn't
So,
the phrase like you wear the clothes shouldn't wear you? And this
exactly.
is an example of the clothes are totally wearing her.
And the thing is that I'm not all, it doesn't have to be like, everything doesn't have to be pretty princess. There's some hardcore looks that I'm like, yeah, yes. But this is not one of them. This is silly and cartoonish.
Agreed.
And then there's Tilda Swinton. What did Chanel, shame on you.
Mhm.
Shame on you. Here's what they did. And Tilda Swinton, by the way, has I think she actually has another look on here, because she is so, my Lord have mercy. This woman is fashionable. She's always fashion forward. What Chanel did was make her look old. They put her in a black velvet gown in 90-degree weather with some weird pasty rhinestones on the neck, almost like your grandma had gotten a hold of that dress and like bedazzled it. I mean, it's like some
Mhm.
bedazzled. Yeah, and they did this to her in 90-degree weather in the south of France. This is what they had her make. Shame on you, Chanel. Shame on you. You, with Tilda Swinton, you have the most, I mean, she's model thin. She is runway perfect. She's fashion forward. She's got the coolest hair that I've ever seen. And it's a RBG dress gone wrong. It is honestly,
Yes. Oh, yes. RBG. Yes.
and then Chanel, shame on you for a
Mhm.
mermaid flare at the bottom. You're better than this. Your history is better than this. You should have pulled some vintage and slapped that on her. It would have been 10 times better.
So
Hi,
it's
Peggy.
funny. It's funny that you said that it ages her, because when I first saw that picture and I didn't get a good glimpse of the face, I thought it was Helen Mirren.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
And Helen Mirren's beautiful, but Tilda Swinton is not that age. And she's tall, she's statuesque, she's a lot of times she can pull off these really cool androgynous looks. But
Yes.
yeah, this
She
is
had
very
such an
matronly.
opportunity with her.
Yeah,
They could have covered her in chains and velvet, honey, and she would have looked great. But they did this.
that would have looked
Shame
great.
on you, Chanel. Shame on you.
Yeah, agree.
Now,
Ooh.
this is my personal favorite of the entire night. This is Michael Cinco. He's not as well known as some of the haute couture houses in France, but Michael Cinco dressed Raline Shah, and this is hand painted. It fits her perfectly. It is beautifully textured, hand painted art that makes it look like she's wearing a flower made of water. This is, do you remember in,
Beautiful.
yeah, it's so evocative of everything that, and it's still interesting and it's still art. You know,
Mhm.
it's like walking art. It's absolutely beautiful. And Michael Cinco did a runway with dresses like this, and he had some bluer ones that had neon in them that glowed in the dark whenever you came down, and it almost looked like, you know, at night the sea, how they have like some of those algae float things, those phosphorescence.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Someone in the chat said it's a little bit like a head of lettuce,
Yes,
but
it's
a
a
pretty
gorgeous head
head.
of lettuce.
Yes, that is the gorgeous.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. That is my win for the night, honestly. I think it's one of my very most favorite. Probably not the win-win, but it's one of my top three
Yeah,
for
I love.
sure. So Michael Cinco, well done. Okay, here's Roberto Cavalli doing the Roberto Cavalli thing. He does love working with bondage.
Yeah,
The problem is the gold on top and the white on bottom with bondage. And I'm not saying you can't go off script with bondage. You totally
sure.
can. You can do something, pink. You can do something crazy. This looks like it look like a gladiator bondage movie though.
It's so weird. Like I almost feel like if it would have been all bondage or all silk, it would have
Yes.
worked. Either one of those dresses as a statement would have worked better than just cutting two dresses and sticking them together.
Yeah.
Doesn't look
Like
they don't look like they go together.
they look like two completely
Yeah.
different dresses. You're right. It looks like they went into their atelier and just chopped some dresses in half and just sewed two of them together like I don't know. Yeah, it really is a fashion
And this woman is gorgeous. Look at her figure. And what did he do? Look at her arms. I
Yeah,
mean, she's
she's
incredible. She
she's
could have
absolutely
worn,
stunning.
she could have pulled off an entire dress that was sort of that gold bondage look.
They could have gone with the entire, like they could have taken that down to the knees or even down to the carpet. They honestly, I'm just not a fan. And Roberto Cavalli is usually, I usually kind of like his designs, but this one for me it was a fail.
Yeah.
Now here's who did it. Dior killed it on every red carpet that they were on. Dior killed it that night. This is them pulling some vintage Dior um, from the 1960s. Actually, I think this was late 50s. And it's Julia Roberts wearing vintage Dior. It's got a nice tulle skirt. It's got the bespoke jacket. It's got the beautiful big pin on top, the big brooch pin with the gorgeous little handbag. She looks just classic. This is timeless elegance. This is the type of thing that you could wear if you're 20 or 40 or 60 or 80 or 100
Mm-hmm.
and still look good.
Now, but was this from Cannes?
This is from Cannes. This was one of the after parties. One of the I don't want to call it an
Oh,
after party,
okay.
but it's like a series of parties. So some of these people you'll see on different red carpets. Like a lot of these celebrities were photographed on like 5 or 6 different red carpets. So some of them actually you'll see a lot of different looks. Julia Roberts is one of them that has a few
Yeah.
different looks.
Because this is of this look. This is something that we could wear. So out of
Yes,
all of these things, we
it's
could wear an
attainable.
outfit like this.
It
Um,
is timeless elegance. That is exactly perfect. That is so freaking Dior. And yet, let's take a look at the next one because I also love this Dior.
mm, I could
Um,
not.
no, this is more current Dior.
Yeah.
This is Iris Law sporting a super punk and very 90s look. And you can't see the bottom of it, but the bottom of the skirt is kind of, I had to go with photographs that weren't as, copyrighted to death.
Yeah.
Um, but she has a corset, she has grommets, she has straps, buckles, and she has, if you were to see the other side of the skirt, it actually has like a pleat ruching that comes out where it's like all these teeny tiny little pleats. This thing is fantastic. And she's wearing them with like these big, clunky black heels. She is working the 90s. Dior is calling back. It's almost like they're doing a callback to Prada's Runway 90s shows.
I can't tell if her hair is in a pixie cut or if it's pinned up, but either way, it's like giving pixie cut vibes. So that is so 90s. And I love it. The
Yeah.
whole look is perfectly 90s and I love it. It's everything good
You know what, Veronica? You're
about
right.
it.
This would have been good with the prego belly. This would have been
Perfect.
amazing for pregnant belly.
Yep.
I love it. Is it a pixie cup, Dodo? Thank you. Get Dana wearing it. Yeah, I would have the pregnancy belly with no baby. But yeah, this is what I'm talking about, where you don't have to be stuck in one thing
Mhm.
forever. You can change your styles as you go. And yet, if you're a really good couture house, if you're a really good designer, you can make things that will last forever. Just incredible. I thought it was a work of darned art. I just loved it. Um, the next one I'm going to talk about is Fendi, and Fendi had 2 swings and a miss. So this to me is a home run. Fendi delivered. It was simple, elegant. This is Lashana Lynch, and she's wearing. I love how the normally when you see that like the straps that come over, you see them come over the arm and they get tucked in at the waist. And what they did was kind of reverse that out and give it a totally new look. This is normally done with like a black dress or a red dress. They did this with a white dress. I thought it was refreshing and beautiful.
Yeah, somebody said not loving it in the picture, but in the video clip it looks good. That's true. It
That's
looks
Maggie.
different. Yeah.
Yeah, Maggie, you are absolutely true.
Mhm.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah, again, we had to use some pictures that were not
We had to watch out for those, copyrights and all the. So don't nobody snitch on us. No, go ahead and snitch on
snitches
us.
stitches.
Yeah, snitches get stitches. Speaking of things that got stitches, also fierce. This is Letitia Wright, also wearing Fendi, and I love the fact that they took that whole, they took that whole uh, high low sort of thing, and they
Mhm.
ran to France with it. I mean, they just ran with this one.
Mhm.
I really love this look. I love the tail on the back. I love the. Now, I think that they could have done without the turtleneck on it, but a turtleneck on a mini skirt is always one of my favorite things. I know not everybody loves it, what we love, and that's okay. But in this particular instance, I really did love this.
Yeah, I love it too, and it's giving me oh, what was her name, Dana? Grace Jones?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
That's I was trying to
Yeah,
think.
like
Yes.
like I don't know, the whole vibe. It's
Mhm.
so beautiful. Yes, somebody said the right dress for the right woman. Yes.
Yes, it's fierce, it's warrior, it's like it's
Hmm.
got it all. It's this dress has everything.
Yeah.
This dress honestly is I love it on her. Now, Fendi had those two, what I thought were really, really great. And then they had this.
Ugh.
Yeah, why did they do Priyanka Chopra like that? Were they jealous that she showed up with the Jonas Brother? Were
I
they mad
don't
that she
know.
showed up with the Jonas Brother?
Okay, I'm just gonna say it. I think she is the most beautiful woman in the world. But this is hideous. This
Yeah.
dress is so weird looking on her. It makes her look frumpy. At
Well,
least in
it
these
makes
pictures.
the photo on the left looks like her boobs are just sagging, and they did that to her. That's not her doing it. It's reflective and it's weird. It's the weird fabric. And then they were like, you know what would be really funny if we put fish scales on the bottom,
Yeah,
made
yeah,
it purple. Let's
yeah.
make it lilac purple. So basically, it's almost like what they're doing is they Deepak is pissed as well. She should be. Hello, Horizon, Gorsha. Yeah, Deepak
That's
is.
in all the wrong places. That's true.
I think what Priyanka Chopra did was that she pissed off Fendi or something. I don't know. But honestly, I mean, this they take again. They take a gorgeous girl. They take a girl who is model perfect. They
Yeah,
take a girl who is flawless, and they did something to her that was very, very mean and bad.
yeah.
They mean girled her, I think.
I think they did. They were like, how can we make the most beautiful woman in the world look terrible?
Yeah.
And the answer is this dress.
Unless the Jonas kid was like, hey, let me park it next to her, and then that way you guys put her in a homely dress so I look good.
Yeah,
I
because
don't
I still get jealous.
know. Okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Um,
This one was blue cartfish. Oh my god, I just saw that. That's funny. Dharma can fix that, or Dharma, it's true. Hey
Mhm.
Tricky, how's it going? Okay, this is where I'm gonna lose some people. Louis Vuitton, Nicholas Jesquier is out of his mind. He has gone out of his whole entire mind this year. I don't know what he's doing. This dress, maybe you can't see it, but basically, this girl is a size 0.
Yeah.
This dress makes her look like a size 16. He's spent this year trying to make skinny women fat and pretty women homely. This is Alicia Vikander in peplum. No, I'm sorry. This is Deepika. Sorry, in a red dress. And he's gone on this peplum spree, right, where he's adding unnecessary peplum to things, and he is trying to make the parts of the body that women work out. These women work out hours every day to get these parts of the body as perfect as possible because they're in front of cameras, and we all know cameras are cruel and mean. And then they deliberately make it larger.
And you know what? It's almost like it's they're doing it on purpose to very thin, tall women to just give like a middle finger to the rest of
Yeah,
us.
I,
I
I think so.
personally offends this dress personally offends me.
They're
Not
like,
really.
look what we can do. Yeah, I don't.
But
It
what?
doesn't personally offend me, but it is offensive for sure. So let's move on. Oh no, what'd you do to Jennifer Connelly?
Oh my!
That's Louis Vuitton too.
This
Um,
is the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
yeah, and this is almost an exact replica of something that came down the Louis Vuitton runway in the fall. And with the exception of some red gloves and a turtleneck sweater, this is the exact same look. The thing is this: if this were a fall red carpet, this would be fantastic. But this is spring and summer in the south of France, and they put her in leather boots and tweed and a ruffle pussy bow shirt, and it is horrible.
I
It's
would argue, I don't know if this would be good for fall, but
It would at least be a little more appropriate. They could have put I don't know, one of those tacky handbags with it.
I don't like the cut of the dress. I like the blouse.
And
I
again,
like the boots.
why don't you take skinny people? Why don't you take or curvy people? Why don't you take people who are absolutely stunning and just go out of your way to make them homely as possible? Yep. If you put a white stripe on the front, those are totally Wonder Woman boots.
Yeah. I do like the boots, but with that dress, it's so stupid. The
Yeah,
whole
with
thing
the
together.
tweed, the whole thing is nasty and then they did it again. Now I love the okay, let me preface this by saying I do love the cut of this dress. I think it looks beautiful on her. Look at her gorgeous figure. Look at her beautiful face, her
No,
flawless shoulders. She's stunning. That the material of the dress is what I have a problem with. And if you get a close up on that, and there's no way I can do it, but if you get a close up on it, it looks like a cheap knockoff granite countertop.
it looks like when the linoleum is trying to look like granite.
Yes,
Like
exactly.
granite. Yeah.
This is Formica painted to look like granite.
Yeah, that's
put on a dress. It's like it's so weird. Yes, it's grandma's curtains exactly, Maggie. She cannot run in that dress. She can't even. I'm surprised she can walk in the dress. Again, the dress is beautiful, and I love the little train on it. But the material, you're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. You're taking a black-haired beauty and you're putting her in granite gray.
And I think that when, as someone who's pale with dark hair, you oftentimes need more contrast in your color, And so I think even the color should have been a little darker to contrast how pale she is. Or coffin lining.
Yeah, I just had to. Veronika said it looks like dust bunnies. It does. And the thing is that, Veronika, you're right. It's not the statuesque we're looking for. You don't want to look like an actual statue. I hate the material so much for her. And what a stunner this would have been in red, in green. Oh my God, an emerald green. And in blue, it would have been absolutely stunning. But, they did it to her. And then they destroyed Leah Seydoux too. Now she does look like Pinhead. This is not how you do bondage to make it sexy, honey.
Oh, Dana, here's the thing. This isn't going to be popular. I disagree. I kind of like this look.
Do you? I feel like it's like cut up trash bag. They should have.
It's a bit Fifth Element tea,
Yeah.
Like the straps of fabric. But I like it. I don't know. There's something about it. I like that's where my duct tape went.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, card shop off the shoulder is now trend setting. Uh-oh.
But this is how you would do. See, again, this isn't going to be popular, but if you want to do contrast, see the lace with the weird texture bandages.
Yeah.
That to me is that unexpected shock contrast, as opposed to the one dress that was like two different dresses cut. And
the materials are actually interesting. They draw the eye in. So I don't have a problem with that. I love the juxtaposition of like a latex and lace sort of thing. Mm-hmm. I think that Louis Vuitton did not try hard enough with the actual design.
It is not flattering. Yeah.
Thank you. That's the thing. They're sucking at it. If they had taken off the top and made it strapless, and if they had done something, maybe like a side slash, right? Mm-hmm. And given it a grommet in the middle or straps in the middle or something just a little bit more interesting than this. But we have seen this look before. It is not only, to me, it's boring. And yes, it looks like a project. I'm sorry, but for me, it looks like a project runway try and fail because they're Louis Vuitton.
Oh, it looks better than that.
Well, I don't think it's as bad as they did to Jennifer Connelly. I think they killed her.
Yeah. Ooh.
Now this one, I am so in love with this dress.
Oh my God.
And I'm not sure if the picture is picking up on this or if I got a kind of a weird pose in this picture.
It's like liquid gold was poured over her.
Yes.
Oh, beautiful.
This is Prada, and they just turned Sheila Atim into an Oscar. And if you get a close up on her face, she's such a fierce warrior looking woman. She's got bone structure for days. And honestly, her at this, I think it's Chapard was the party. She looks like a goddess. She looks like a copper toned goddess. She's absolutely stunning. This thing hit the floor and pooled like a magic thing. It's just beautiful. It's
I
beautiful.
think I don't know anyone else who could pull this off. Pull
Grace
this.
Jones. That's it.
Yeah.
No, I think Gia Laputo.
Lupita Nyong'o.
That's right. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm horrible with names, guys.
Yeah. You just did
yeah,
a John Travolta thing.
I did. I just sort of
Adele Nazim.
malapropped it around. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's just absolutely beautiful. Her skin is just like, I mean, it's just, it looks soft. I want to touch her and I'm totally straight. She's just like absolutely gorgeous. And this dress really brings it out. The thing is that, and here's the thing, the devil is in the details, guys. When it comes to these fashion designers, I think many of them go for looks, and sometimes they'll go for a look and it'll succeed. And sometimes they'll go for a look and it is not going to succeed. And the thing about it not succeeding is that it has to do with attention to detail. It has to do with all those little bitty details, the choosing of the fabric, the cut, the color, the design, but even like the little darts in the side, things have to fit perfectly. If you do simple, do it this way, because this is simple done well.
But that neckline is so flattering. This is so feminine.
Yes.
This is dressing the body. This is what dresses should do for feminine figures.
Yes.
Like this is beautiful.
She's wearing the dress. The dress is not wearing her. And Valentino, do you hate Naomi Campbell? Did she throw your phone? Why would Valentino do that to Naomi Campbell? Why would they do that to Naomi Campbell? She is, you know what? I think she was mean to them at some point or something. This has got to be, this dress is total karma, or either that or they're just being mean to her because she's too pretty. Naomi Campbell is beautiful. Nobody argues that ever.
No. This dress, file it under most side boob ever.
Most side boob with the least flattering stomach. Look at that. They made her look like she's pregnant or a size 16, and she is neither of those things. She's not pregnant, guys. She's not a size 16. She hadn't put on weight. No. She'd be beautiful at a size 16, but she's not.
It's like, someone said her tatas are hanging out.
They are.
But it's not sexy. In the least sexiest side boob ever. It's not working. It's hocus pocus, Alamagocus.
I put a witch hat on her. Eyelash feathers are a no. And it's, in some cases, I'm gonna say that there are exceptions to every rule. Okay, so there are things that have come down different runways that I've seen. Iris Van Herpen does a very good eyelash feather, but in this particular instance, Dodo, you are dead on. This is not. No. I don't know what, Naomi, I don't know what you did to Valentino, but you might want to write him a I'm sorry note. Then again, they owe you an apology.
You know what it's like? It's like she was standing on like there were two children under the dress, like holding her up, like she's on someone's shoulder.
Yes, it's like she's got an extra dress, like somebody stuck to her and you can't see their head.
Yeah.
And this is the bath sponge.
Yeah.
This is Giambattista Valli. And they made Bruna look like a pink bath sponge. Here's the thing though, Giambattista Valli, and I understand that people think that this is like fashion forward and cutting edge. The thing is that 3 years ago, it was fashion forward. 3 years ago, it was a red carpet shocker. Lady Gaga did it. A couple of other people did it. Red carpet shocking looks that were just absolutely nuts. Now it's just, it's boring. Giambattista Valli has a problem. He's got this no-shaped tulle thing. It worked once, and he's becoming a one-trick pony. Dude, pare it down. Take some of the thousands of miles of tulle and put it somewhere else on the dress so that everybody doesn't look like a stick that somebody put in. And somebody said a stack of tutus, and somebody said cotton candy, and it is both.
Yeah.
My booty.
It's both. Okay, so 2 things come to mind when I see this. One are those dogs at the dog show who are cut this way. You know, like if anyone knows the dogs at the dog show that have these.
Yes.
The other thing that comes to mind is that Bugs Bunny cartoon where he's like stuck in the mad scientist's castle, and that big orange
what an interesting monster.
He like cuts his hair all avant-garde. Yeah. Version of that.
If anybody knows that monster's name, pull it up and then somebody tell me in the chat. But yeah, she did get trapped in her. She looks like a car wash brush.
A car wash.
It's car shop said that.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's just not, the thing is that I get it. It's fun. It's you can go a little wackadoodle. Muppet moment. Yes, Veronika, exactly. That is so funny and true. It's done to death. It's no longer shocking. Now it's almost passe. I mean, it's like, go ahead.
Someone said, yeah, when he was in the beauty chair and Bugs, sorry, there's nothing funnier to me than when
Gossamer
Bugs was like, yes, yeah.
That's it, Gossamer. Yes, Dodo.
When Bugs Bunny was like the hairdresser. That was
the orange monster with the sneakers.
Yes.
Wampa dress. Womp. I don't know what a wampa is unless it's womp womp. Yeah.
Wampa. I don't know.
I wouldn't need the toilet when I'm wearing that. No, it's BYOT. Bring your own toilet.
Yeah.
Or BYOTP, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. John Batista Valley, you're better than this. I know that you're better than this. Certainly Cindy Bruna is stunning. She's beautiful. Quit doing that to people. That's not right.
No.
And this is right. This is everything that is right. This is giving me life. Okay, Versace. What Bella Hadid and Versace did was the smartest thing they could have ever done. They pulled out vintage Versace. They were like, you know what? Let's pull out some vintage, show it again. And now everybody's running around after vintage Versace trying to score pieces that look like this. They killed it so dead. It is dead and stinking. It is gorgeous, beautiful,
yes,
architectural, interesting, and yet classic and elegant all at once.
It's where the bow is in the front, but it's lower than we're used to seeing it. So I don't know. It's really interesting, but it doesn't look like somebody just said that she's not running away either.
Well, no, she's not running away either, legs tied. Honey, nobody runs in a dress like that. You do. You want everybody to stop and see you. Unpopular opinion, don't like this. And that's okay because not everybody has to like everything. Except you have to like this. I'm not going to kick you off for not liking it.
About the picture. I think this angle makes
Danny May.
I think the
I want mine to look like that, period.
Well, I think the bottom makes it look tinier than it is. This is a weird angle. So remember that, there could be another picture that makes more sense. But yeah. It does look really odd at the bottom.
I share my sandwich with her. Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, like she eats a sandwich. Look at her. She's not eating a carb.
No. She's like, what is a sandwich?
Yeah, if you look at it from another angle, and I've seen this dress from every angle, and it's just gorgeous. Oh, no. Scarlett, you're leaving me. Okay, mwah, you have a fun night. We're almost finished up here anyway, honey. The next one that I'm going to show is also Gigi Hadid in vintage Versace. It's almost the J-Lo dress. It's almost that, but not quite. But it's definitely like you can tell it's so signature Versace. right? And again, vintage Versace, it's creative, and yet it's constructed well, and it's constructed in a way to make a beautiful woman look even hotter.
I love it. You know what I could have loved even more is more shoulder pad. And it gives off that like dynasty look a little
Yes, yeah.
bit. It could have used more shoulder pad, in my opinion.
I think it could have carried a lot of shoulder pad.
Mm-hmm.
Maggie, it's not brown leather. I think that was actually kind of a brownish. It looks like leather in this photo, but if you get closer to it, it's more of like a ruched sort of fabric. Now the last one of the night, last one we're going for, guys. What the tree?
Yeah.
That is also Bella Hadid in vintage Versace. This one's not my fave. The mutton leg arms are sort of interesting. The way that it's cut in the front, I get it. It looks like what it looks like is that somebody screwed her head around and she's walking the wrong way, and she's got this dress on backwards, but she's like she's like
Yes.
the exorcist, and she's turned around backwards.
Or
And
like
then she,
Comes Her. Remember that movie?
yeah,
Yeah.
and overnight a forest grew
Yeah. I think those
into
are
her
lungs.
boobs.
Are those supposed to be like lungs?
Uh, I I I don't know. It's the top of the. I mean, it's very tree-like. So I don't know if it's supposed to be roots as lungs, boobs growing a golden tree. Well, boobs are very magical. Yeah,
Oh,
it kind of gives me a tree of life vibe. Yeah.
or is it supposed to be like lung ventricles?
Yes. Take the dramatic shoulders from the Prego dress and boom. Yeah. With that last dress. Yes.
Yeah. I hate it.
Hated it. Yeah, this one I did not love. Now, if she would have had that necklace on with something that was like a plain white sheath that had maybe some
Yeah.
interest in the back, I wouldn't have been so mad. But this dress literally looks like it's walking away. Like
And
this
you know
looks like
what?
the back of a dress, and it looks like she's wearing it backwards and doesn't know better.
You know what doesn't help is her very harsh makeup. The lines on her face don't help it at all because nothing is. It's just too. I'm having a visceral response to it. You know, it's too
Yeah.
like comfortable looking.
Well, I think too. Okay, picture this,
See,
this necklace. Picture this necklace image, this tree of life image, on like a deep, deep, deep forest green,
yeah,
or on something that was almost like I don't know, almost like a burnt sienna, and then take the makeup and pare it down and make it very natural, and take the hair and sort of wild it up a little bit, and now the whole thing would make sense to me. I just don't like this backwards dress. She looks like she's going backwards, and yeah, it would be better, I think, for the. Let's see. According to Google, it's supposed to replicate the shape of the lungs. Interesting. It looks like a tree of life.
I saw
But
lung.
I still maintain that the bronchial passageway. Interesting. I still maintain, and Horizon, I agree that it would be better for a museum show. I think that one was one that came down the runway, wasn't worn, and they wanted to get it out. The thing is that they just they missed it. They put it on Bella Hadid, and but the thing is that I forgive Versace everything because of this and because of that.
Yeah.
All is forgiven, Versace. Carry on. You know what? You can have as many bronchial tubes slash tree of life dresses as you want. I just, yeah. Just maybe try next time not to make it look like it's put on backwards, but maybe that's what they were going for. Maybe it's an artistic expression. Not my fave. Hey, Cam. Hi. Good to see you. So this really is the end. This is the end of the fashion show. And here we'll get close-ups on Aunt Boo and I. So let us know in the comments below too if you have a specific. Do you agree with our assessments? Is there something extra that you see that we missed? Is there something that you really love that we hated, or that we really love that you were just like, oh no, that is awful? Let us know in the comments below if you get a chance. This is Glamma's Closet. Please don't forget to hit like and subscribe.
And
And
share some of Grandma's videos because we're really close to 1,000.
we are on our way to 1K. We're about 37, maybe, I don't know, 40 away. YouTube changes it every day. You guys know how this goes. But the cool thing is that there are actually more runway looks, and a lot more fashion. And Aunt Boo and I have decided that we are going to spend the month getting my voice back, by doing fashion and giggles every Tuesday at 6 o'clock for the month of June. Fashion and giggles, kids. So we hope that you had a great time with us today. We certainly had a great time with you. And Aunt Boo, anything to add?
No.
Okay. Never forget. Never ever forget. No matter what you wear, Glamma loves you.
I like you a lot,
everybody. Yeah, Aunt Boo just kind of likes you. She just wants to be friends. Good night, guys. Mwah.